Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Corey. If you're new here, welcome. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. And before I forget, starting today, Friday, I will be releasing a brand new video every single Friday. I have been really iffy with this channel and putting more attention to my other, and I feel really bad, so I made a commitment. I think if there's actually a day that I'll actually have time to, like, if I know my brain is like every Friday, I'll be able to get on track, whereas I've been struggling balancing the two. So expect every single Friday a brand new video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that is very near and dear to what's going on in my life right now. And it's funny because this shirt really, which is like Hakuna Matata, like the good life, is really funny, like oxymoron right now, because the video, as the title probably says, like, it's funny, like when you do a video, like you're thinking about and talking about it like you haven't made the title yet, and it's like when you finally see the title, then anyway. So it's really about, like, I think to start this off, I want to start off with a metaphor, because I feel like metaphors are like this magical little like transfer device where like we can help somebody digest what we're experiencing, and then they can like understand it, like relate, like kind of link. So let's start off where we are in a jungle, or you're in a jungle, and you are lost. You're very lost, and you don't have any idea of how to get out. But you at the same time have enough skills. You're not like a master, but you have enough skills to survive, to feed yourself, to make sure if you get any wounds, to take care of it, And, it may take a little while to get the necessary supplies, but, that is the average person, like they are lost. And you can take care of yourself on, day-to-day basis. And sometimes, you may not have the money or the means or whatever to get to that, compared to like someone else who it seems like, they're lost like you as well, but at the same time, they seem to have a compass. Your compass, on the other hand, is broken and smashed, and you're like, I don't know how the hell to use this. Or it's working, and you just don't know how to. I think that's a better example. You have a compass, you just don't know how to use this. Where these other people, they are making, a beeline at a steady pace to the finish line. They may not see it, but they know if they keep going straight, they're going to reach it. And in the process, they're actually enjoying it. They are able to take care of themselves. They are getting some delicious fruits. Maybe they're meeting some new friends who are joining them on their path. And I think that's life. There are people like me who, we have a compass. We just don't know how to use it. We can take care of ourselves, putting bread on the table and not, but we don't know the grand scheme of things. We don't know how the hell to keep proceeding. And then there's the other people who, again, are everyone goes through the same thing of life. And excuse me, there's something flying around in the freaking air. And they're able to use their compass. At times, maybe it'll falter a little and they'll struggle with trying to figure it out. But eventually it's going to go right back on track, and they'll meet new people who will join them on their life's voyage, and they'll continue to go. And I feel like, it's something that's really been weighing down on me, because and I do want to just establish that, like, people who think that people are perfect, like, I'm not saying those people who have it, they're perfect. They're either trying to perpetuate that they have a perfect life, or they are, unknowingly just giving off this vibe, because nobody lives a perfect life. Even someone who's lived a happy, privileged life, they're still going to have their ups and downs just like everyone else. But like people like me, I really don't know what to do with my time. I don't know what to, of course, the obvious thing is, work, but I'm talking about beyond the expected things. I'm talking about living life to your fullest. Like, I am struggling with that. I feel like, when we start off as children, it's, the sucky thing about being a kid is, because not everyone has the same childhood. Some people have really crappy, really miserable childhoods. So, not everyone's, but for people like me who have, it wasn't like an amazing, but it wasn't horrible. It had its ups and its downs. My mom did a really amazing job of doing the best she could. But my point is, unless you have like a tiger parent, you have your usual. You go to school, you do your chores, and then pretty much you're able to do whatever the hell you want. Hang out with friends, I don't want to say play with yourself. Play by yourself. you know, watch TV, whatever you want in your free time. And that's wonderful. It's like literally like they're almost like your personalized daily planners. They keep you on track, and then when you're done, you get to do whatever you want, you know, and that's fine. But when you remove, you know, your parents and you have all this free time, and it seems like there is endless choices. There's so much you can do, but it's like, what you do? Life, despite it seeming so long in our eyes, is quite short. And if you want to get like a new skill, like let's say you go for college or you go for like a trade or something, that's going to take up a shit ton of your time. And it's like you want to kind of go for something that will, you know, bring you happiness. And it's not the end of the world, again, that if that doesn't work out, you can go back a second time. But what if the second time or the third time? And it's like you're wasting time. And I feel like for me, like I'm personally going to school, you know, because of obligation. Like I'm not someone who's into man. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like a little princess and I can't do anything, but to do like a full on like life's career of manual labor is not for me. So I went to college. That's like the next option. And then I'm like, okay, what skill? And it's like, I hate math. I'm not really into science. I'm not into history. I'm not into all these things. And it's like, what do I do then? You know, like I kind of like psychology. I kind of like the way that people's minds work. I find it kind of interesting. But then it's not simply a matter of just looking at people. There's all of these other ways of doing it. There's different lens you look through. There's different people you have to study and all that. And I'm like, I like video games. It's like, okay, so do I want to be like a video game designer? It's like, it's not simply a matter of just, there's a lot of hard work and dedication and years that go into this. And it's like, okay, I think I like playing video games. I don't think I would enjoy making them, the whole like coding and all of that stuff that goes into it. I like eating, but I don't know if I want to have I want to leave every single day from the kitchen sweaty and tired, whereas some people get an fulfillment of knowing they gave people food that made them happy, you know, and they're like, it's just part of the job. I can't say that I would enjoy being in a hot kitchen every single day. It's like I like animation, Japanese cartoons, anime, and it's like I can't really say that I could see I don't think I have a good vocal range to go up or down or different things, and it's like, hey, I went through my interests, so it's like, okay, then I guess I better do what I'm good at college. And I realized that I'm not exceptional, but I'm not horrible. I'm pretty decent if I put my time and effort into writing a paper. But that's not something I can say that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. I have found that I enjoy like short stories, but am I so dedicated, so passionate that I want to like spend every single day talking about it and going, it's like, I don't know. And then it's kind of like when you get up, putting all that aside, it's like putting aside work and all of these things. Like when you get up, it's like, what do I do with my time? Like, what do I do? I kind of feel like sometimes a lot of days actually, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like some people, like they have this, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to work out, I'm going to do yoga, I'm going to have like a healthy breakfast, or, you know, I'm going to splurge a little bit today, I'm going to go out with friends, I'm going to go here, and it's like, what do I do? And it's really scary because, you know, in 3.5 months, it's going to be my birthday, and I'm, you know, still in my 20s, you know, but it's like, and people, I think I hate the piece of advice when they're like, you know, don't worry, you're young and all falls into place. And it's like, I really think for some people, you know, they found what was their passion or their calling. And when you found your passion or your calling or something that you love more than anything, I think it's more easy because that's like the main road. Sometimes maybe you'll deviate a little bit, but it's like, when you have that, when I don't even know what the hell road I'm going to get on, it's like some days like, okay, I'll do this or this. I think we fall into more obligations. Like, I think when we go by age obligations, it's kind of like when you're younger, you do this. When you're old, when you're a little bit older, you go to like clubs and drink and all this. When you're a little bit older, you settle down or get married or you have kids or you live the bachelor life. And it's like, for me, it's like, I'm not into clubs. I'm not into drinking. Like, I'll have a little drink here and there, but not like hardcore. I don't really know if I will ever find that special person. I can't see myself having kids. the thought of someone calling me dad, oh my god, it's literally, as soon as the first time someone calls me dad, like literally it's gonna be like a cartoon. It's like I'm literally just gonna like droop down and get like a bunch of like freaking wrinkles, and my hair's gonna turn white and be like, yes, like, no. So I mean, is it the end of the world? No. I think one thing I had to do reflection when, and it's scary because it's so easy to say something and a completely different other topic to do something, because what I'm about to say means going out of my comfort zone, and if it applies to you, going out of your comfort zone. And what it is I don't know enough about me. Someone I spoke to when I needed advice on something basically said, you know, you have to love yourself. And that's something I struggle with. I think I need to love myself more, and I need to know more about myself. Because what I just said to you earlier in the video, which was I like video games. I also forgot to mention I like horror stories, like horror, whatever. I like food. I like anime. I also forgot to mention I love to talk. Like, really, like, I love to talk. I'm not rude where I'll talk. I appreciate and know how to let someone to speak, but I like to talk. And that's all I know. That's like, I could get into little nitty gritty here and things, but in general, that's the biggest things. Like, whenever someone asks me, like, tell me about yourself, that's usually what I respond, and that's what I say. And it's like, there's so much more to me that I don't know. Whereas those people, you know, when they were younger, they got lucky. They tried dancing or skateboarding or whatever, and that was like, ding! Whereas me, I like these things, but they're not ding! They're kind of like just flickering, you know, like just flickering. And I think what I need to do, and I think I want to like kind of like record it, make this a part of this channel, is like me finding more about me. And not just the things I like, but more the things I don't like. And I think like that's why I corrected myself about the compass. It's like, it's not that it's broken. It's just we don't know how to use it. We don't know how to use ourselves. You know, we come to this world and, you know, it's funny. We really don't know a lot about, like, we don't know how our body works. We need to know, like, information, like health information. But there's even deeper, you know, our soul, our essence, you know. A lot of times we don't know who the hell we are. And I think it's scary because it's like, let's say I want to try rock climbing. Maybe my passion could be rock climbing or something. That's me going so out of my comfort zone. That's me going in heights. Maybe it's a brand new food that'll be my passion, and I'll learn how to make 50, 60 different ways of it. Because that sometimes happens, one dish. But it's like, what if it looks really gross? But then I end up liking it. You know, like, it's going out of your norm, because I've done my norm. I've been doing my norm. I've been doing different variations of my norm. And it's not gotten that ding, you know, like that, as Oprah said, like that aha moment. It hasn't. And I really am tired of waking up and not having that main road to go on, that direction. Because I think once I can find that, the rest of life will just, as people say, fall into place. But until I find that main road to go on, that focus, that drive, I'm not going to, you know? And, yeah, it's scary. I think the other thing is, that I should mention, is money. I think, let's say, if I won the $1 million, $1 billion or something, it would be easier, because I'd have a lot more time. When you have little money, and, you know, I'm living with my parents, but I can't live with them forever, you know, I am living on borrowed time, and that eventually I'm going to have to be able to 100%, like, pay for myself, all of that. And I think that the clicking of the talk, the ticking away of the sand is scary. You know, if I had $1 million gazillion dollars, I could just be like, okay, you know, I have time to do all this exploration. It'll be fun. But when you don't have that luxury of money, it's quicker, and you're scared, you know, or maybe you're right now supporting yourself and you're like, holy shit, I'm miserable as hell and I want to change, but I don't have the funds to try all these different things, you know. I think what I'm going to be doing is saving up for little things here and there, which you could do. And also I'm going to be looking on YouTube, because there's so many like great, wonderful YouTube things. Like, there's one thing I've been wanting to do, like this sock plushie thing. Like, I thought it was cool. Is there going to be life fashion? No, but it will be a little bit more knowing about myself than I did before. Anyway, I will stop my rambling. That's kind of what I had to say in today's video. Maybe you're able to connect. I'd love to know in your comment section down below if you're connecting. Literally, like, seconds away from finishing the video, and like my noisy, lovable but noisy family had to come, so I had to like cut it. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you next Friday, every Friday. So next time, everyone, see ya.